Chapter 2. I placed the thief in wide-open aperture, out of focus, and after some time he came empty-handed through the front doors. And when I figured him, and was sure beyond my bones, I let up on my concentration, and the chandeliers hanging over the lobby flickered. And he walked behind me, past the splendid embroidered chair I was sitting in, paying no mind to the poverty of light, taking it for the usual electrical snafu below code in this dark and inhospitable place. And I tracked him up 2 flights of stairs to the 2nd level, past what they call the mezzanine, where behold a wild assortment of outcasts, runaway children and orphans and such, and among them adults who needed a place to live but could not afford the standard rents, all free in their comportment. God and the mayor had not paid a visit for a long time. I followed him up another level where he kept a room. I saw a couple shades in the hollow of a stairwell and made contact with them. They knew by the light in my eyes what I was. Then someone was tugging on my shirt, and I looked down, and there he was with a big gap between his teeth, smiling at me, the little kid from the street. I tugged on his earlobes. Protection spell against the shades. The thief was walking slow and arduous-like, as though he had broken my bike down to parts and was holding them all under his coat. He was a large man, or else I was right. He stopped part way down the hall and searched his pocket for his keys, and found some tobacco wrapped in bleached paper in the red and white paper box, then a lighter which he flicked, lighting up before turning a key in the lock and going inside. I waited. I would grant any man his final right. One of the doors to another room had come off its hinges and was resting at an angle in the doorway, and I could see someone behind it watching me, the eyes of a girl. When she realized I was watching her watching me, she tried to replace the door in its frame, but it was much too heavy for her, and she hollered out, having dropped an edge on her poor little foot in the pale blue canvas shoes she wore with the rubber toes, and, curious about her all of a sudden, I decided I ought to help out. So I helped her lift the wooden slab off the ground and off her foot so she could let go and her hands and arms and shoulders could relax. And she immediately grabbed her foot with both hands and groaned. Poor sweetheart. I still couldn't really see her 'cause she was on the other side. All I caught a glimpse of were her pale blues, which reminded me of my own. That might even have been why I helped her out, like, you can tell by the shoes who's your friend. I know it sounds funny, but it's true. Especially the laces. If your laces are decorated with flowers on them, well, I could talk with you about most anything. If you wear black shoes with white laces, we have nothing in common. I might kick it with you, say, if we're stuck in an elevator, but don't expect to ever get to know me. Even if we did become friends against the odds, by your black shoes with white laces, we won't ever make love or anything. If you wore wicked high heels and your feet looked so wrenched in there like they were dying, hey, sorry, I can't help you at all. What have you done to your feet, and why? A real tragedy, like a geisha. Now, if you wore black chucks with black laces, or any color of the rainbow but white, see us becoming real good friends soon. Anyway, I told the girl in the true pale blues I was sorry she hurt her foot. She thanked me, and I decided not to wear out my welcome.